What an eventful year it was for the housing market, from roller coaster of interest rates to historic crash in home sales. 2023 was undeniably one for the books. Now that it's all in the rearview mirror, you're probably wondering what's in store for 2024. Well, today I'm thrilled to take you through a recap of the 2023 La Crescenta housing market and share my insightful predictions for 2024.
Beneath all the traces of all these old broken bonds.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm jamesyou with Think Real Estate, your local realtor here in La Crescenta. Let's dive into the headlines of 2023. Home prices, inventory, and interest rates. These elements truly shape the narrative of the year. Despite facing the highest interest rates since 2000, the average home price in La Crescenta held strong at $1,315,000. Just a slight dip from $1,331,000 in 2022. We rode the waves of typical seasonality, peaking in July at $1,490,000 and bottoming out in December around $1.2 million. Interest rates played their part, starting at 6% early in the year, dancing around 7% in the summer, hitting a peak at 8% in October, and then settling back down at around 6.5% by year end. It was indeed one of the most volatile years for interest rates for sure. Still, home prices are up a staggering 40% since the beginning of 2020, meaning an average homeowner gained about $130,000 of equity each year. If you heard in the media that the real estate market was crashing, that is true because it came in a form of sales volume, as 2023 made history with record low inventory. There were only 189 sales, which was 26% less than 2022, but remember, 2022 was also a down market. In a normal market, we'll be looking at around 300 closings, so it's pretty much down about 40%. The lock-in effect took center stage with potential sellers hesitant to part ways with their current low mortgage rates. A survey found that 80% of mortgage holders have rates less than 5% and 62% have below 4%. These are what we so-called typical downsizing or upgrading sellers that we see in a normal market that were non-existent in 2023, accounting for that 40% dip in volume. On the other hand, the actual sellers generally fell into what I call the 4Ds categories: death, divorce, death, and distance. Essentially those that had to sell. Surprisingly, against all odds, home prices held steady. How? Because of record low inventory. Supply and demand were the reasons, and there was still enough demand than supply, as we still saw the average days of market of 24 days and an average sale to list price hitting a solid 104%. And guess what? La Crescenta stood strong against its neighbor, La Cañada, where home prices dipped around 5%. So what's in store for 2024? Let's talk about predictions for mortgage rates, inventory, and home prices. First up, mortgage rates. My bet is we'll see the 30-year fixed rate dipping below 6% by mid-year. Why? Well, the December Fed meeting signaled the end of rate hikes and the promise of 3 rate cuts in 2024. After peaking at 8% in October, rates are on the downward trend. If the stars align and the spread between the 10-year treasury yield and the 30-year mortgage get back to normal, perhaps we might even see rates flirting in the low 5s. But this is being too optimistic. Now, let's talk about inventory. The National Association of Realtors is feeling pretty optimistic, foreseeing a huge 30% surge in homes hitting the market in 2024. What's driving this optimism? Well, it's rooted in their belief in pent-up demand among sellers and an anticipated drop in rates. This drop, they say, will entice more sellers to join the market, especially those who are waiting on the sidelines due to the lock-in effect. Picture families who had their second or third kid crammed in a small 2-bedroom home seeking an upgrade, or those looking to move to a better school district. These are just a couple of scenarios where sellers might finally decide to make their move. I'm on board with the idea there is a lot of pent-up demand with sellers and more sellers might break their silence, but I still believe that the magic number for mortgage rate is around low 5% to truly kick things into gear. So my bet leans towards a more conservative estimate around 20% increase in sales volume. Still, more choices are always good news for both buyers and sellers. And now, the burning question: will home prices drop or go up? Despite higher rates in 2023, home prices remain steady due to supply and demand. With expectations of further rate drops in 2024, I foresee demand continuing to outpace supply, leading a normal appreciation of 3 to 5%. Affordability will be better in 2024, and they say every time rates drop by 1%, it will bring 3 to 5 more million buyers into the market. That said, I don't think there will be enough sellers to meet this buyer's demand, so I'm expecting home prices to continue to appreciate. With that said, if you're a homeowner in La Crescenta and curious about how your home value has changed in the current market, click in the home value link below to get the most up-to-date home valuation. And if you have any questions about the market, I'm happy to chat anytime.
Billions of stories where she takes all the glory. Been told so many times the truth got